Okay, this is getting really aggravating because I'm just trying to get this subject out of the way because the beta is right around the corner of Battlefield 6 and whatnot. But I said this previous times. It's just I was like I hate famous people on the internet at times because I don't get it because there's a small handful of people that I've been following since the 2000s and whatnot, and they have like what 500,000, but they don't get a beta invite and whatnot so that they can record their 2 cents because they played previous Battlefield games like back when it was Bad Company 1 or even 1942 for that matter or whatnot. But they're not posting it. But stupid people where they got famous from Warzone, yeah, from COD Warzone and whatnot, but they got canceled like a few weeks later because of something that they said on Twitter. Like, yeah, don't get it. But anyway, what could be this subject and whatnot? I keep bringing up the whole meme of Black Panther, and we don't do that here. It's just, oh, it's just the whole movement system that is of Battlefield and whatnot, how it should flow and whatnot. It's just that Battlefield has always, the entire series before 2042 has always like felt really what was it? Felt really sluggish at times, where like not really like snail bad though, but the guns in the entire series like feels as if your gun weighs like 20 pounds and whatnot, which regardless of what weapon class, it doesn't matter if it's a sniper or assault LMG. But yeah, it's just this whole weird. But at the same time, did anyone care that it felt that sluggish? No, because the thing about playing the older Battlefield games is this weird, unique immersion because of it, of how because the guy moves like this and like that, it has a whole different immersion and all. That got me so amazed at how the game played back in the day and whatnot because I was like, me back in 2011 when trying out Battlefield 3 for the first time, it's like, oh my god, it's like OMG, like look how unique this plays and whatnot. And then it wasn't until like I don't know months later when I learned about why spread values are important and whatnot, and why you should try to do math on figuring out what does what to an extreme extent and whatnot. And looking back to why the TTK on guns take that much ammo just to kill someone, because besides that, the fact that there's a physical bullet flying across the map, it's just you gotta figure out, you just gotta pray that the spread values are actually landing exactly where you want. But yeah, that's but seriously though, it's just the fact that it's like the only reason why like I'm really iffy about modern movement and whatnot, because I mean, granted, it wasn't until Battlefield 4 where I learned about on the annoying movement system and whatnot. Like for example, I know for sure there's the infamous AD spam where you just move left and right, back and forth with that. That was really really annoying. I mean, there's a GIF video on the internet where a guy is ADing and the sniper's just trying to get him, but nothing's hitting him, even though the bullet is flying into the general area that it is. So yeah, that's why. And then let's see here, another issue of the movement. Oh, because I saw there's a video where that revolves around using the AT mine and laying prone, or then all of a sudden you just zip past the other side of the map like in a second. Like whoa, wait. Like, I mean, that's my first time hearing it though, but man, they really need to do something about it. And then lo and behold, fast forward to Battlefield 1, and it's just that they kind of got rid of some of the weird stuff back in the day, but at the same time not. So yeah, it's just all I can say is like, let's pray to God that. I mean, I remember actually just recently I saw a video where a guy tried to use like a slide mechanic and one, but people were all like this is people are all this is awful. I was like, well, no, duh, it's a bad idea on what you did because you slid out in the open and whatnot, and thus got blasted by. I mean, as much as you got one kill on the person, it's just that that guy that shot you already had the jump because you gotta be self-aware for 99.9% of the engagements have the time. So yeah, that's why. It's just all I can say is like just pray to God that some of the bullshit that is of 2042 is completely gone and whatnot. I mean, yeah, there could be some comical last things. Like I mean, looking back to when Battlefield 5 was a thing, it kind of had Omni though, but it's the whole Rainbow Six style where the person is laying on their back and whatnot instead of laying prone in front like in every other game. I mean, but that's about it though. But yeah, but we did that game dirty and whatnot during the and heyday because of it, and then once 2042 released, we realized how much of a godsend it was at times and whatnot. So yeah, it's just oh man, it's just if I learned anything about, I mean, I had some bit of like looking back to the heyday of this game and Battlefield 4, I did have some like weird COD mentality issues and whatnot when it comes to like comparing the comparing Battlefield 3 and 4 to the COD series. But at the same time, it's like yeah, whatever. It's just trying to like not run around as often as you need and just actually do research on like what gun does what on its strengths and whatnot because of all this. It's just that nine like looking back to what I used to do when it comes to Battlefield 3 because yeah, as much as playing team deathmatch is a bad idea, it's just that at least I knew what to play what on when it comes to the strategy on half the guns though, but lo and behold, it's like whatever. But yeah, whatever. It's just it was easy to adapt pretty much on what I'm trying to say is that because I'm seeing because I'm looking back to and also another issue that is of the whole like team balancing thing versus people say that they might add skill based matchmaking is no, it's like team balancing and is a whole different subject within its regards because I remember like one time I posted a video where what was it? Where one time I was just wrecking shop and whatnot, and then all of a sudden I get killed by admin. I was like, why? I was like, why did they do that? But then realizing it's just that the team was just that I was taking on was just losing, and then they decided to game switch. Yeah, they decided to team switch me, and then all of a sudden it made them have a comeback and whatnot. So yeah, I was like, whatever, just still take the win because that was just a waste of a whole death. Let they should have just let us finish the match though when that happened. But whatever, whatever. It's just all I can say is and yeah. And then I learned another issue about the whole issue that is of skill-based matchmaking is like besides it's stupid. It's just that seriously, if you hate someone that's in the lobby, just message the fucking admin to get this guy out of here because there were countless times where I've killjoyed the match during this game's heyday and whatnot though, but the admin kicked me out though because I was killjoying. So yeah, it was like, you know what, fuck haters. Let them like deal with the fact that you suck and whatnot because you have skill issues long before that term was invented. So yeah, that's all I gotta say because just now to just start clearing my hard drives, buying a whole new controller because the one I currently have is stick drifting. I mean, I could just play on the Xbox for that, but uh, whatever. But all until then, farewell within that regards.